Crusher's been inbreeding this family in order to make up the perfect witch. But in all fairness, it shouldn't be making up the perfect witch. It should actually be developed into a genetically mutated child, is what it really need to look like, okay? Let's just be real. Hell, if you think about it, all throughout the damn show is just women getting manipulated by men. And what were we thinking when we wrote this? What were we going through? I just need to know. Like, for real. Like, that is a whole conversation that you and Rowan could have had while, like, feeding the demon baby later on that night. Like, dude, heard about your, what is it, your uncle daddy? Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, what's going on today? I hope you all are feeling good and doing well, because it is time to watch the season finale of Mayfair Witches. Episode 8. This is the series finales, guys. The last one until season 2. Now, the question I pose is, shall we be watching season 2? Because I know it's gotten renewed. So I'm just going to leave that out there for you guys to decide. You know, I'm going to let y'all pause, think about it, let your minds meander a bit. And then closer towards when season 2 comes, I'm just going to throw out a poll and see if anybody's interested in watching season 2. And if we get enough votes, then I'll be watching it. And if we don't, we'll move on. We are a democracy for the most part, with little old me occasionally casting the deciding vote. Okay? But that also brings me to the question of, Mayfair Witches is over. What are we going to watch after this? Shall we start to do a few more movies, or should we jump over to another show? I've had a few people ask me to do Fort Salem. I was thinking of doing that. I've also had a few people ask me to do Wednesday. I can put those two up on the docket after The Last of Us is over. I can do both of those if anybody's interested. I'll pin a comment where people can leave all their choices of what they want or what they would like me to watch. Also, movie suggestions, you can leave those there. But do not just flood the comments with suggestions. I will leave a pin at the top of movie suggestions, and if you have any, you can leave it there, just there. Okay? All right. Other than that, let's get on with the show. And since it's the season finale, I thought we should take a little time to discuss what we liked about the show, you know, what we didn't like about the show, all of that. So I'll go first. Compliments first, as always. I really enjoyed the costuming. I really enjoyed the set design. The locations were beautiful as usual. So they show off New Orleans really well in this series. I also enjoyed some of the actors, you know, characters I love. Stand for Deidre to the day I die. Justice for Deidre, as always. I also enjoy JoJo. You know, I enjoy Cyprian. That's about it. So I enjoy a few of the characters, and that's all I can think of right now. A few more may jump up in me, and I'll just leave those for the conclusion. But, you know, as with the good, there is always bad. I will just lay out a few things that I don't like, and I'll save any more for the conclusion. So, a few things that I don't like off the top of my head that just really been irking me. These are like the top things that have been irking me just as a watcher. The accents. I've said it once, I'm gonna bring it back up again, because every time I hear one of these characters say that they are born and raised in New Orleans, all I can think is, where is your accent? Why don't you sound like you're from New Orleans? I haven't grew up in New Orleans, but I've grown up in Kentucky, and I know everybody here has got a twang on them. Some of them is a little more proper than others, but everybody's got a little bit of a twang. And I just assumed that down in New Orleans, I just assumed that everybody there also had a bit of a twang. I could be wrong, I don't know, but half these people sound like they're from up north. They don't sound like they're from any part of the South, and it irks me only because in Interview with the Vampire, and I hate to compare, I don't want to, but it's just everybody had an accent. They stuck to that. Even if they weren't from New Orleans, they still, man, Jacob Anderson was from Britain, and he knew to put on an accent. Sam is from Australia, and he knew to put on a French accent. So why do the Mayfair people who are born in New Orleans just say, nah, we don't need one? What do you mean? Like, when you hear people are from New Orleans, you kind of expect to hear it, because it's one of those things that you just associate with the New Orleans person. Some bit of that Cajun twang, or, you know, Southern twang. I don't know what they call it, but, you know, the twang. I'm sure everybody knows the twang that I'm talking about. You know, like Gambit and X-Men. You know, when you hear it, you know it. That's all I know. And when I don't hear it out of these people's mouths, I be forgetting that this is set in New Orleans. And I do feel like New Orleans is kind of a big part of the setting of this show. So to thrush me out of it to a point where I'm like, oh wait, this is in New Orleans, and I be forgetting this frequently, it's upsetting to me, because I thought New Orleans was supposed to be kind of an important setting for the Mayfair Witches to be in. It's not a big thing, but it kind of is to me. And I feel like nobody telling them to try to at least form an accent or go down to New Orleans and try to pick up one. Maybe they were so terrible that they were just like, you know what, let's not do this. But then also, if you're not going to get people who are good with the twang, then why even get the people to begin with? Get somebody who's good at it. I don't know. Maybe get somebody from there. It irks me. That's all I'm going to say. 2, the writing. I do not enjoy the writing of how they decided to put in certain parts of this show. And okay. I went and did my research. You know, I even put my credit in for the Witching Hour, and it seems like the Witching Hour is more of a history of the Mayfair Witches. Mostly it seems like you're just getting all of the history of the Mayfair Witches leading up into Rowan. And if that's the case, I just wonder why in this season they just said, we don't need to explain the Mayfair Witches real quick. I think the only time we really got some type of a history lesson was when Rowan was walking to the funeral, and like Cyprian was pointing out some of the Mayfair Witches and telling her like little tidbits about them. That was something that was interesting. We go back and see the history with Suzanne. That's interesting. But even the things with Suzanne, it was just like few and far between. I really wanted an in-depth look at the Mayfair Witches, so I know who they are. There are so many, and they honestly are very interesting, because again, I did my research a little bit, and I will say they are interesting, but at the same time, they are they're really big on the what's the word I'm looking for here?
The word is incest.
That's it. That's the one. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, they're big on that. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you look up the definition of keeping it in the family, it would have a picture of the Mayfair line right there, okay? Because that's all they do. I mean, they take I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa to a whole nother level. I mean, daddy's effing daughters, grandfathers, effing granddaughters. Come on now. What is this? If you really think about this, the whole Mayfair line should be genetically deformed with the way that they were just keeping it all in the family. The whole line should have all types of deformities. It must be Lasher who's keeping them all looking so alluring, because otherwise they should not be so pretty. Okay? The royal line should tell us this. Okay, we've seen them when they're Jaws. I'm talking to you, Charles. We've seen the Jaws, okay? We know what y'all really look like when the inbreeding is all up and through the line. So technically, y'all know what I know. The Mayfair shouldn't be looking as handsomely as they do. But we'll go with it. I'll blame it on the magic. I'll blame it on the Witching Hour, the witch line. But I'm gonna keep listening to it. I just started, but I just wanted to let y'all know. I said, okay. So sometimes I be wondering though, as I'm listening to it, and you see like, you know, a daughter bewitching the father and basically graping him. You just be wondering, why am I still reading this? Why do people say this is the best of the books? I don't know. This is gross, okay? But I'm gonna keep reading it because I am interested in the history part of it. If you just all of that part out of it, the backstory, the lore part of it is actually quite interesting. And I honestly hate that the way they decided to portray all of it. I feel like if you were gonna do this, you could have done it in a better way, because there's so much to the history. And if you leave all of that out, you kind of leave the audience, especially the ones that haven't read the books, kind of bewildered. I had to go look this stuff up. Should I really have to look this stuff up when I'm watching a movie? Y'all ask yourselves that. Should I? I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like y'all should give it to me in some way. Don't spoon feed it to me, but show it to me in the story. And that brings me to another part. Last episode, the character who Cyprian is portraying also goes back in the past, and in order to get back, instead of using henbane, he has to go through the whole history lives of the Mayfair Witches in order to get back to the present. Tell me that couldn't have been, if you had a perfect opportunity to explain the Mayfair line to everybody so we could understand it and know who everybody was throughout the family. That was your moment. Last episode was 40 minutes. And you know these shows can take, like, they have up to an hour. So I'm like, you could have took at least 15. Instead of having Cyprian take Henbane, why didn't you have him portal through everybody's memory so we could see each designee? That would have been the perfect way to show us all the history of the Mayfairs in one episode, and would have really blown me away to see. Maybe it was too costly. I don't know, but I just feel like it was a missed opportunity for y'all. And instead of actually giving us a history of the family, taking us through something, showing us a story, another story that we could be interested in, we just got Cyprian taking Henbane. Truly one of those moments where it was better in the book. But I think those are my two main issues that I can think of offhand. There's honestly more, but I just don't want to spend time harping on this show because we're getting into the season finale. Hopefully my mind is blown off this one. I am shivering with anticipation to see what's going to happen. Also, I still have the question about Rowan putting on the necklace with Lasher, because at first I thought she was putting on the necklace to maybe turn back time or have Lasher wake Tessa back up or maybe heal her. I don't know if he has that capability, but the way he be talking, it be seeming like he do. So I thought that was gonna happen, but it seems like in the previews Rowan's chasing down the creepy incel guy, and I'm just thinking, Rowan, did you need the necklace for this? Maybe she's bleeding out a little bit and so she needs him to give her energy, or maybe she needs him to grab him and then she'll use her mind powers for it. I don't know. This didn't feel so dire that you had to call Lasher for, unless it was to bring Tessa back to life. That's what happened in the last episode, so let's get started with this one. But first, these introductions, because I've been talking for a long time and some of you might not know who I am. So let's do all that and then we can get it started. All right? Hello, I'm Shalaya and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, hey fam. Around here I like to say that anybody who hits that subscribe button is family. So if you're into TV shows or movies with a lot more commentary as opposed to the TV clips, then look no further because you've hit the right spot and I am thy girl. With all that being said, guys, you ready to get on to the show? I know I am. And as long as I've been talking, I am sure you are too. Let's get on to the show. All right, how we starting it off? Look at him running. What you running for, Keith? What you running for?
You must stop.
I won't.
Girl, you don't look like you can go much faster.
Let me do it.
Go. Find him!
Okay, Rowan. There's nowhere you can hide, Keith. Lasher's gonna find you anywhere. Oh, now you can see. Got the power like your mama.
Do it!
Ain't no coming out now, Keith. No, well, he's dead. We're killing him off in the first scene. So what's the rest of the scene gonna be about? Is the prophecy now gonna get explained? This great mystery that they've been holding off to the season finale for, is it finally gonna be revealed to us? Find out now on Mayfair Witches.
Call me when you know.
Well,
They found Tessa's dead body?
spit it out.
Tess is dead. Shot by the people who kidnapped her. They're all dead too.
Yeah, I'm guessing Rowan went on a rave of revenge.
Well, are they looking for her?
What's going on? Why this obsession with Rowan?
Yes, Jojo, thank you so much for asking the question.
Give me my phone.
No!
Not till you tell her!
Tell me the truth.
That's right, Jojo. I ain't telling you nothing, old man, till you tell me. Thinking about Corlin in this one and Corlin in the book, knowing who Corlin is in the book, I swear for God, I hate him more. Like, cause I mean, just if you read the book and you knew who Cortland's real identity, you'd be as icked out as I am. You gonna grab onto him, Sip? Sip, he can see your glove off. I swear, if he falls for that one, he's stupid. What is he? What was that? Is he an apparition?
I wondered why you were given such a senior position when you had no apparent gift, but you do have a gift. Your ability to erase.
Oh. Now I really don't trust you. They're about to whip out the sonic eraser out on your ass, Cyprian. Oh no.
You're doing this for Lasher. A favor for an ally. Was it Cortland Mayfair? Mm-hmm. Why would Cortland hire someone to kill Deidre?
That son of a... I was wondering when we would get back to who really killed Deidre. Cortland? You nasty. Like, if I didn't hate you then, Cortland, I definitely hate you now. All that pop and stance about I'm being sentimental. I'm looking out for you, Cher. You lying ass mother effer. How dare you? How dare you even touch her at her funeral? Did Lasher know about this? If Lasher knew about this, how did he not kill Cortland? If Lasher did know about this, then there's no way he can say that he loved Deirdre so much because he killed her. Ah!
Rowan Mayfair is having my child. If you wipe me now, I won't know enough to do my part.
What is your part? Do you even know your part? I don't believe you have a part, Sid.
Go. My man will go with you.
Why? I don't get it. Is he lying? Like, is he intentionally lying? That seems like a dumb reason to, like, let you go. I'm so confused. Lasher wanted him dead in the dream, so he's got no more part to play. His part, as Lasher said, is over. The baby is in her stomach. So is he lying to the dude? And if he is lying to the dude, is the dude that stupid and gullible that he would believe something like that? That's so dumb. Okay, your senses are heightened. We don't need to see all the ghastly insects killing each other, though. I get the symbolism.
He's dead.
Yes.
Everybody's dead.
All part of Lasher's design. You can't heal that wound? Isn't there a bullet? Can't you take the bullet out? I don't know.
Can you look deeper? The place you see holds the knowledge of your ancestors.
So I thought that place was like an ear canal or something, or vein. So it's a place. That place that we've been seeing has been a place this whole time. So confused, y'all. I'm so confused. What is this? Her ancestral roots or something?
What language is this?
My language.
Teach me.
Come.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but she's in her head, isn't she? And if she is in her head, shouldn't she be healed in her mind? Like, girl, why are you making it harder for yourself in your head? Odette, what are you up to? Odette, don't you be stupid. Girl, he told you not to call him. He said don't call him. I promise you, Odette, if you call him, you stupid. Girl, she's stupid, y'all. I thought she was smarter than... No, I didn't. Why am I saying that? I lied when I said that. I never thought she was smarter than this. I never thought nothing about her at all, honestly.
This is Odette Grieve. I'm trying to get in touch with my brother Cyprian.
There's nobody here by that name.
Please. I know that it's all supposed to be a secret, but I'm worried for my brother's life.
Odette, girl. It's like you want to die.
I've been calling for days. He hasn't answered.
I'm sorry, you've made a mistake.
If you can't tell me anything, then what about the other people
That he works with. There was an Indian woman, a sort of healer.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. There's been a breach.
Great. Now she gonna have to make the call to kill your dumb ass.
You're here about Rowan. Wait here.
And also, Cyprian, it's been days since you've called your sister. What the F on your part? Instead of showing us these little clips, this would be a perfect time for us to go in there and get more history about the Mayfair Witches. And it annoys me because this is the part that I'm interested in.
First Mayfair Witch.
She left these markings here for you. The culmination of all her knowledge.
This is the answer.
The answer to what? The answer to what? Do we even know the question? What, the answer to healing herself? Like what? So each time she touches a symbol, she gets a new power?
Could they all do this?
Only you. The 13th Witch.
So the 13th witch is the combination of everybody? So what is it? She's got the ultimate powers?
It only gets better from here. What else do you want to do?
I want to save Tessa. Girl, if you put fire on your hand, I swear for God. Rowan, get away from me. I'm sorry. And I said it once the last time. It's like, girl, why are your desires so basic? When Lasher tells you you can do anything you want, your first thought is I want to make fire come out of my hand. You did that already. You did that at the hotel, and I think you did that the time before that. It's like, girl, you've had fire come out your hand. Want more for yourself, girl. Dream bigger, princess. Dream big. I mean, come on. Tessa was still there. If you can do anything as Lasher wants to say you can, turn back time. Bring your cousin back to life, Rowan. Like, for real.
It's healed.
Thank you, Lasher, for stating the obvious. Are we really being seduced by him unwrapping your bindings? I guess, Rowan.
Let's stay here for a while.
You was just fucking Cyprian! Stop it. You was just having sex with Cyprian, and now you talking, looking at Lasher like, let's stay here for a while? You was just shunning him a second ago. Girl, I swear, if you fucking in that dream. You know, people complain about all the sex in Interview with the Vampire, but they ain't got nothing on this Mayfair Witches. They're coming for you, Odette, because your ass wanted to be stupid. Don't open the door, fool. It's like Cyprian never even told her, hey, sister, this is super secret, and you don't want to let them know that you know about them because, bad things will happen. And Odette just completely forgot about all of that and just opens the door. Not only does she open the door, she's like, please come in. To the people that your brother said are super secretive and don't want you to know that they exist. Odette, where are your antennas right now? It's like, dang, the whole family line is so gullible. Why have we made these characters this dumb? It's poor writing. I do not like this. It's just one of those things where they wrote it in because they need the events to unfold. But the way you wrote it is dumb. Like, was she supposed to be this dumb? She seemed like she had a little more common sense when we first met her. Now all of a sudden, all of that's just out the window. Again, like Rowan, when we first met her, she seemed really strong, and now all of a sudden she seems magic, and all of the smartness and common sense is just out the window.
So, where is he? Is he all right?
You just gave birth.
He was supposed to be with me.
Sit. I'll explain everything. Sit.
I don't even want to watch this part. Why is Odette so dumb? I can't even watch it because all I can think is, Odette is so dumb. Foolery. At least they didn't kill her. But yeah, she's so dumb. Oh, was that Cortland? Are we finally gonna get the big reveal that he's the pappy? I knew it was you, Cortland. Paternity test shows
You are the father.
nasty lecherous thing. I was hoping they kept this part out of it, but they didn't. And you are so vile, Cortland. And I hope he's not behind your dumb ass. Lucky it's JoJo and not Cortland.
What did you just see?
Girl, you don't want to know, JoJo. You are never gonna look at your father the same.
Hey, I care about Rowan too. Just tell me.
Rowan is your cousin's sister. Your sister cousin.
And then he had her killed so that Rowan would come into her power.
No. Fuck you.
You wanted to know.
Deidre was wearing my dress the night she died. He's never explained that, but now...
Nasty.
She came to him for help, and Did he set her up?
Yes, the whole thing. This family line is so effed up, y'all.
Lasher.
Look at you, girl. Look what he got you in. A smock. You overheard 18th century dirty smock.
Where are you?
Is this what you wanted for yourself, Rowan? Is this the dreams that you had for yourself when you put on the necklace? Ain't even got you in finery, bitch. He got you in a cotton frill.
Tell me where you are.
In your belly. I knew it. Ew.
What is happening?
Girl, don't you know a setup when you see one?
Follow the path of your ancestors to the end.
Where are you?
I'll be there with you.
This has all been a trap. Set up from the beginning.
Where am I?
Well, we finally gonna see into the past of all the what are they called? Designees. Are we finally gonna see all the designees pass?
Lasher, help me!
Why does she depend on him so much though? Because at first she was all, I don't want to be with Lasher, I don't want to be with Lasher. Now she puts on the necklace and all she does is call him out and depend on him. It's like, damn, I thought you wanted to be so separated from him. You fall into asking him for help so easily. Oh, so we're not even gonna get actual memories. We're gonna get fucking wax figure stills.
What did you mean? Answer me!
Camera, don't do that. I don't like that angle. That's not a flattering angle for our girl. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who is pulling her?
I want to wake up now.
No, girl, I thought you wanted to stay here for a little while. Remember? You said you wanted to chill, hang out. Ooh, not the doll.
In any ritual to receive a prophecy, this would have been present?
Yes.
Cyprian, you are about to get a head rush with everything that's in that doll.
Ancestors, mothers of our mothers, tell me of the prophecies that began when our mother Suzanne first bound herself to me.
And to what you know. Wait, do you see my... I will embody a form with power that has never been seen before. The 13th witch is the doorway.
Rosemary's Baby, it's as I suspected.
He said over the bones of the foremothers.
The mausoleum. There's no place more sacred than that.
You're talking about the prophecy. How do you know about that?
Back up, Dolly Jean. We ain't gotta deal with you today. I will knock you over with your cane.
Of course. Rowan's pregnant. Lasher's ripening is counted in hours, not months.
He's coming now.
He must be. You gotta stay right here and tell me everything you know.
Jojo, she's just distracting you. Leave that old biddy and go. She knows the prophecy better than you do. Probably knows that Cortland's the daddy. Now that we know who you are, Cortland, I can't wait for MLS to f you up. I don't even feel bad for you. It was you, Cortland?
He's coming to clean you up and dress you up.
Cool. So if I'm to get this straight, Lasher has been basically breeding the witches within the family to make up the most powerful body of all. Is that what I'm understanding? I feel like that's what we're getting at. Lasher's been inbreeding this family in order to make up the perfect witch. But in all fairness, it shouldn't be making up the perfect witch. It should actually be developed into a genetically mutated child is what it really need to look like. Okay, let's just be real. Who knows what Lasher's gonna come out looking like with all that inbreeding. So I'm guessing the closer when he says I'll be with you at the end, that's when she's gonna give birth. All right, who we at now? Antha. So after Antha is Deirdre, right? So I wish they had told us who those women were instead of just assuming that we knew. I knew. Yep, Deirdre.
He's coming.
Where is he?
Inside of you. Rosemary's Baby, for real.
The 13th witch is the doorway.
The doorway for him.
Now, is he gonna come out or is he gonna crawl out? Like, is he gonna break her body apart? Or is he just gonna come out the natural uterus way? Is my question.
No!
Mm-hmm.
No!
And you fell for it all. Hook, line, and sinker. Lasher is quite ingenious in his planning. I'll give him that. I know you're not getting me ready in this ugly frock, Cortland. I mean, I thought you at least had better taste. Where did you even find it?
Don't be angry with yourself. Of course you didn't see it.
But did you, Dolly Jean? Did you see it? That's the real question.
I've known him since he was a child. Selfish as can be. He fooled me, too.
Did he really, Dolly Jean? Did he really fool you? The way you went up to him with that he's pregnant BS? I'm wondering.
We can't let this be the story of our family. It's time someone else was in charge of things.
Hey, Jojo, you said that like your daddy. And you choose you.
Where am I?
In the resting place of your mother.
You're Suzanne? Yes.
If you think about it, Suzanne set her line up to fail.
I'm here to deliver him. I'm not in labor.
You're about to be.
I'm with you.
Give in to it.
Of course, the midwife and the first witch come in to deliver the babe. Cortland, get your old hunched over nasty ass away from me. I swear if you killed her.
Why did you bring me here and let me see this?
If she doesn't recognize you when she wakes up, I'll know my work is done.
And then you'll erase me too.
I'm glad you understand.
Wow, okay. If you think about it though, she's very calm for him just telling her, well, you know, I'm about to erase your memory. Like that. Shoot. I guess it's Men in Black style for real, just like, okay, it's part of the job. Sometimes you just gotta get your memory erased.
I need to take this.
It's time for me to play my part, sir.
And what is that?
Surely watching it Lasher up close falls under our purview.
I suppose a case can be made.
There's no way he believes this.
How will you get him?
I'm going to take him from her.
All right.
He's not that dumb, is he?
Is she lactating?
Yes, why?
Call transport. She's coming with us.
You are not. You are disgusting. Hell, if you think about it, all throughout the damn show is just women get manipulated by men. And what were we thinking when we wrote this? What were we going through? I just need to know.
Oh, good.
Hell, knowing what's about to come out, you'd be thinking she'd be trying to close her legs and not bring it out. Just saying. You're literally bringing out the devil's spawn, aren't you? You little devil spawn, you.
He's yours.
Girl, is he though? Is that a real baby?
If you accept him, he'll give you power. Things are only tripped up.
Suzanne, when did you become so manipulative? That's not you. No! Shit! Get that whatever it is away from me. Hell, Cyprian ain't gotta try to pry her away. She's gonna hand it to him. And if you think about it, Suzanne's not really there because when Cortland was looking through at her, Rowan was giving birth by herself. So Suzanne's just a spirit. So what did Rowan give the baby to? Who did Rowan give the baby to? Oh my god, the baby's crawling. The baby's developing. The baby probably fell. Suzanne didn't touch the baby. The baby fell and started crawling. Why would they do this? What is this? What kind of a baby is that? Ew, I think that's almost as worse as the Twilight baby. Y'all remember the Twilight baby?
No! Stop!
I just want to help him.
Like you helped Deidre. Considering he started from big birth to crawling, I think he can help himself.
Like you helped me by bringing me here.
I did it for the family.
You did it for you. Kill him, Rowan.
No, don't do that. Leave him.
Kill the
Walk
baby.
out the doors. What he offers?
Maybe not the baby, but kill
power. It's a weight. You gotta be strong enough not just to lift it, but to carry it, to wield it.
So all of this was so you could get Lasher, wasn't it, Cortland?
Come on now, you're not ready.
Sir, neither are you.
Go ahead. Do it.
Hell, ain't nothing but a thing, Court.
I'm dying anyway. Kill me.
You thought she wouldn't? She already dead or something?
It worked.
What just happened?
Immortality.
I'm sorry, what?
A gift.
From Lasher?
You can't hurt me. Give him to me. I know how to use him.
Oh, damn.
He's mine now.
No. You get him.
Okay. Damn. Immortality in stone. Clever, Rowan. Clever.
I know what he knows.
And she knows what you did. You nasty nook. Ugh. As he deserves. Now, what are we about to do with this little demon spawn here? Can we talk about that? What is that?
Zip.
Who's this?
Who or what?
My son.
Your son. I thought he was our son.
Our son.
Judging from that baby's color, that's
You are not.
You're tired. Let me carry him.
Someone's here with you. Is it Talamasca?
No.
Sip, she trusts you. Are you really about to be that dumb?
Who then?
Just someone who helped me find you.
You are about to be that dumb. Sip, don't get encased in stone, my nigga.
I trusted you and you're lying to me.
I'm here to help. If you just let me carry him for you.
Sip, I can't even believe you would do that. Like, you could have just said, hey, you do remember that's a demon baby, right? Demon baby! Or did you forget?
He's inside your head.
Because he's part of me.
No!
Careful, Sip. Her family's killed men they loved before.
Please, don't let him do this. You can't control him.
Who says?
You can't control me.
Okay. Is this it? Is this over? 42 minutes? Is this how it's ending? That's how it's ending? I guess, y'all. I feel like there should have been another scene built into this that just really built something up that really was like, I really was like, oh snap, Rowan, what we about to do? You about to do something? And she just like, I'm just gonna smile and walk off into the sunset with my inbred baby. And just smile and walk away. I guess, Rowan, I guess. Guys, let's talk about it. I swear. Let's talk about it after this Insiders edition. Because Esther, when I say she got some explaining to do, y'all, she got some explaining to do. All right, guys, just got the insider scoop with Esther, as we always do. And I'm so sorry, my girl Esther. I don't think it came off the way you wanted it to. Like you wanted it to come off as if Cyprian was the one who changed and went crazy. Somehow it looked more like Rowan was the crazy one. Like the way she walked off, the girl looked deranged. She finally had that deranged look on her face. She finally got that crazy look in her. That's how she looked walking away. She didn't look powerful. She didn't look grand. She just looked like she was going off the deep end. And I was kind of with Sip. And I was like, it's a demon baby. Somebody got to take it from her. It might as well be Sip. Now, do I wish that Sip went about it in the way he did? No. I wish that he was just truthful with her. I wish that he looked at her and explained to her, hey, yeah, that's the Talamasca. I had to lie to them to get here to see you. Otherwise, they was going to wipe my whole memory of you. And I didn't want that to happen because I wanted to be here for you and our baby. Also, gonna have to do a little plan changing because I'm trying to fool them into thinking that we're gonna give them the child. We're not gonna give them the child, but I just want to fool them into thinking that. So give me the kid. You look tired anyway, so let me hold the baby. I'm not gonna give them the child, but just gonna make them think that, and then we can use your powers or something to get out of this. Maybe Sip could have did that. I mean, that whole lying to her thing, he knew that was a bad idea. I don't even know why he thought he could do that. You knew who that baby was. You knew it was Lasher. You knew what Lasher's powers is, and he's capable and he's all-knowing. So why did you think you was gonna get away with lying to her like that, Cyprian? You knew how valuable trust was to Rowan, and to break it like that, I'm not looking at him like he's a different person. I'm just looking at him more so as disappointing. Like, damn, Cyprian, I expected more from you, considering you are the empath, considering you know the things you know. That is a whole conversation that you and Rowan could have had while like feeding the demon baby later on that night. Like, dude, heard about your what is it, your uncle daddy? Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. Let's talk about that. It just, the way he went about it was so stupid. And then in the book, isn't he supposed to be her husband? So is this the way it went in the book? Or I feel like in the book, maybe he was a lot more accepting because they was a lot closer. If he's supposed to be her husband in the book before baby Lasher is born, then I want to know why they decided to rush it. They could have put this all in season 2. Why did they decide to rush through all of it just to get straight to the demon baby? It could have been a lead up. Season 2 could have been when the demon baby could have been born. Season 1 could have been about the Mayfair Witches and Rowan learning about her family and her history and her powers. Season 2 could have been about the demon baby. And then you could have time for season 3, and then it wouldn't have felt so rushed. It wouldn't have felt so like kind of empty. And then to put things in there that aren't technically in there where they didn't need to be there, I just wonder why they decided this. They're over talking about, oh, these are the questions we're going to ask when we go back into the writing room. What you need to be asking yourself is, will there be an audience to watch what you put in season 2? Because I don't know if I want to watch. I mean, I'm kind of interested because, yeah, they did leave a good cliffhanger, but I still feel like, are they going to speed this one up too? Why didn't they slow it down some? Why did they decide to put so much into 8 episodes? You only had 8 episodes, Esther. So if you have 8 episodes and you want to put all of that into it, you don't need to add no extra. You know, am I crazy? Maybe I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a writer. I ain't got no show. I'm just a YouTuber critiquing stuff. So, and not even a big YouTuber. I'm just a little YouTuber critiquing stuff. I don't know. It's frustrating though, because I expected more. I went into this wanting more. And then, did we even have that ending? Because when she was walking away from Sif, I was expecting her to have the little voiceover outro where, you know, in the trailer where she's like, for the first time, I finally know who I am. And I was expecting that to happen. It wouldn't have made sense to me, but I was expecting it to happen, because if she's like taking control of her powers and betting on herself, which I'm like, what do you mean betting on herself? She's been betting on herself her whole life. When she went into neurosurgery, when she became a top doctor, that was betting on herself. What do you mean she's betting on herself? Esther Rowan, her whole life has been doing nothing but making herself better. So that just made no sense to me. But either way, it wouldn't have made no sense putting it there, but at least it would have been there, because I was waiting on that to happen. I was waiting on Rowan to finally be like, for the first time, I finally know who I am. And it never came. So I'm like, so what? You don't know who you are, girl? You just going into season 2, not sure, unsure what's going on. We just have an unfulfilled character. It feels like an unfulfilled season. Usually when I see the season finales of something, it's like concluding something, you know, and then when we go into season 2, it's like opening up something else. So this felt kind of unconcluded. I'm not saying that I don't see seasons like that, but when I see seasons like that, it's usually concluding something and then putting another cliffhanger in, like, i.e., we destroyed the evil villain. Oh no, another evil villain suddenly popped up and things are crazy. Cliffhanger, you know. But this one, was the evil villain supposed to be Uncle Corlin? Was the big reveal supposed to be that he was the baby daddy? We could have put that closer in and had something else there. I've just felt like if that was the big reveal, then him turning into stone was still anticlimactic. Sure, it was fulfilling in that I was like, yay, he's gone. But I felt like we should have had something more dynamic. Maybe it's not that type of show. And maybe I went into it expecting Interview with the Vampire, i.e., Claudia coming out, mouthful of blood, you know, about to rampage all the people. Maybe I was expecting that, and then the fact that I didn't get it left me feeling some type of way. But also I'm thinking maybe I expected too much of this show because it's not that same type of book. Maybe that's what it is. But on the compliment side, Rowan did really good in this one. Alejandra did really good in this one. I was really feeling her in a couple of moments. There was a few moments where I was like, girl, get it together, you know. But for the most part, I think she did well this episode. Love JoJo. Wish we saw a little more of her as usual. Hated Uncle Corlin. The big reveal, anticlimactic for me. But, you know, it is what it is. If I didn't like it now, I'm definitely not going to like all the rest of the big reveals in season 2. So I guess I just got to get used to it. I don't know how y'all have gotten used to it. Please tell me, because ew, I am disgusted. Either way, that's it and that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all of my reactions. If this is your first time watching them and you enjoyed this one, then you are going to love the rest of my reactions. I will leave them up top and they will also be down in the description box. Also, don't forget to leave your suggestions for new shows to watch. I will leave a pin. Remember, I will leave a pin at the top of the comments, so do not write them anywhere else but in that comment section. Please and thank you. So guys, we are done with the first season. Maybe we'll go on to another one in the future. But until then, don't let yourselves be a stranger, because I will have more things to upload and more shows and movies for you guys to watch. I hope you come back for more, and I hope you had a good time with this season, because even though there was a rant, I do enjoy the comments with you guys. I enjoy the interactions. As always, you guys are hella funny. You guys tell me so many interesting things about the book and other things about the show. It's a kiki, as always, in the comments. So don't be a stranger down there, and remember to leave some comments. Tell me what you guys thought about the show, whether you liked it, whether you didn't. I'm curious to know, so leave it all down there and let's have a discussion about it. Till then, guys, this is Shalea Homebody, your humble host, wishing you adieu, Avideze, Gesundheit. Oh, I forgot to say, over here will be a list of other videos and playlists for you guys to watch, so check those out if you enjoyed me so much and you haven't had enough of me yet. Now, farewell, guys.
Welcome.